Hello everyone, this is Abhijit Mishra and welcome to this new video. In this video, I am going to discuss the middle class money trap to avoid. The first middle class money trap is basically taking huge amount of student loan without understanding the return on investment, without understanding the trending skill or the new skill which has a lot of potential or a lot of demand in the market. So there is no doubt education is very much important. Everybody has to get a good education, and education is the only medium for a lower middle class or middle class family, so that their like son or daughter, after getting the education, they can uplift from that lower middle class to the upper middle class, or from the upper middle class to the rich class. So what happened actually, the main problem happened in case of middle class. So without understanding the return on investment, normally many people they take the loan. So what is the meaning of return on investment in case of education loan? So take the example, you are taking a loan of like 30 lakhs. That loan you are basically taking to pursue a MBA from any of the IIM. So after completion of your education, normally the placement is happening and you are getting a 15 lakhs of package. So that means what is happening in first year, how much ROI you are getting? In the first year, you are getting the ROI of around 50%. Matlab, you have invested 30 lakhs and you are now generating 15 lakhs. So that means it is a very good, the ROI ratio, whatever is coming, that is very good. Then aram se or blindly you can take a huge amount of study loan and you can pursue the MBA. But normally what happened in India, there are also around out of lakhs of colleges, only 10-15 colleges, the placement normally happen very the placement is very nice. But if you talk about the tier 2 and tier 3 colleges, their placement doesn't happen. So take the example, you have joined a college like ABC college, and there you are paying a MBA fee of 10 lakhs, and after what is happening, after this course is getting completed, whatever you are generating, so you are going to generate around 20,000 per month. So that means per annum how much you are going to get? So that is basically 2.4 lakh. Okay. So if you understand here, so here basically this is basically whatever you are getting, 2.4 lakhs. If you consider current standard of living, that is not huge, but that is not enough also. So this is basically a middle class trap. You are taking a 10 lakhs of loan. To repay that 10 lakhs loan, you may struggle for the next 10 years or 15 years. So that is also a middle class trap you can understand. So before taking any student loan or study loan, you have to understand what is the return on investment. If you are putting 1 lakh rupees, how much you are going to generate. The second thing is basically you have to focus on the new skill. So new skill or trending skill. Take the example in case of IT. So nowadays the blockchain of a DeFi system. So a lot of recruitment is happening, and there many companies are ready to pay huge amount of salary, both at the India level and also at the international level. If a person can focus in the blockchain area and he can develop himself, then he can get a good salary. Even if he is taking a 50 lakhs of loan, within 1 year also he can repay. So remember one thing, whenever you are taking the student loan, understand the ROI, understand the trend, whatever is there, accordingly decide whether you have to take the student loan or not. So the second money trap is basically huge amount of car loan or taking huge amount of car loan. So normally what happen actually in case of Indian society, so there is a peer pressure. If the Padosi Wala is taking a car, then normally what happen, the pressure comes, okay, I have to take a car. If somebody is taking a big car, then I have to take a big car. So that is basically the main reason why many people they purchase a big car. Instead of they don't have enough capital or they are not actually eligible to purchase that one, still they purchase. So that you should avoid. So instead of doing that one, what you can do, take the example, if you are purchasing a new car, normally as per the trend, whatever you can see in the market. So if you are purchasing or paying a car, paying 10 lakhs for a car, so once the car is hitting to the road, so normally the car's value depreciates by 30%. That means if today I am purchasing a car worth 10 lakhs and tomorrow I am going to sell that car, in such a case, max to max I can get 7 lakhs, not more than that. But in case of second hand car, what happened actually, there are plenty number of websites like Spinny, Cars24, Ola Car, there are plenty number of websites who are giving 1 year or 2 years warranty, and they are selling the second hand car. So if you purchase a second hand car, that same car, whatever the cost is basically 10 lakhs, the The same car you can purchase as a second hand car at around like 7 lakhs or 7 lakh, 6 lakhs. And once you are purchasing and you are using for 2 to 3 years, normally what happen actually, aramse you can sell that second hand car at a price of like 80%. Take example, I am purchasing at like 6.5 and you are using like 2 years. After 2 years also, aramse you can sell it around 5.5. Okay, there is a huge market, plenty number of market is there, and plenty number of buyers are there. So that you have to understand. Accordingly, you will decide. First, to understand whether you have the capability to purchase that big car or not. If you have the capability, then only you purchase. Don't purchase because Sarmaji is purchasing or like some other person is purchasing and there is a peer pressure. Don't do that mistake. Avoid that mistake. If you have the capability, then only you will go for the huge car loan. Otherwise, don't go for the huge car loan. This is a liability. So let's come to the third mistake what every middle class do. So they don't take any life insurance or any health insurance or any critical illness insurance. So normally what happens if you are not taking a life insurance and something is happening to the life of a person who is like basically providing the bread and butter. So the normally what happens actually that entire family will go back to like 30 years back, 40 years back. So to avoid that one, you have to do one thing, you have to take life insurance. That is mandatory. How much life insurance you need to take, you can refer my previous video. In the video I have already properly explained how much life insurance you need to take. Remember one thing, if you want to secure yours like parents' life, your wife's life, your children's life, then you have to take a life insurance. Second thing, you have to take a health insurance. Normally what happens, the healthcare inflation in India is much more high. The healthcare inflation in India is more than like 50 to 20%. Every year the cost is increasing drastically. If something happened tomorrow to you or to one of your dependent, what will happen? Entire saving whatever you are having, everything you have to spend on the everything you have to pay to some hospital or some doctors. To avoid that one, please take a health insurance always. Don't avoid, don't consider. Remember one thing. You have to take a mandatory life insurance. It must be like minimum 12 times of your annual income. You have to take a health insurance, which is basically minimum at this current rate, actually minimum 10 lakhs, and increasing every year like based on the healthcare inflation rate. You have to increase that healthcare insurance sum assured. So the next or fourth mistake what every middle class do, that is all about not investing. So what happens actually in case of many middle class, they normally invest their money in fixed deposit because that is risk free. But what happens actually, if you take the current scenario, actually the inflation rate in India is around 10 to 15%. I know that may look high because in paper you were seeing like 7% or 7.2%. But actually the inflation, you can see it is more than like 10 to 15%. And how much bank interest the banks are giving? They are giving 5%. That means if you are investing 100 rupees today and after 1 year you are getting 105 rupees, still you have lost 10 rupees on your that investment. That investment has already become 90 rupees or 95 rupees. That you have to understand. To avoid that one, what you have to do actually, you have to invest in stock, you have to invest in bond. So if you don't like the risky, or you don't want to take any risk, simply put your money in Nifty base. So start early. Like once you are starting your job at the age of 25, start early. Even if you can save 10,000 also, put that money in equity. Put that money in blue chip funds or blue chip companies or Nifty Bs or Nifty Index or any index fund. And second thing, what happens actually if you start early, then normally that money gets a lot of time to get compound. Remember one thing, like the time period what you are giving to the money to compound, so that basically will give up or bring up huge amount of miracle in your life. So that you have to understand, start early. Like once you are getting a job at the age of 25, start early and try to compound your wealth. Just put your or invest your money in blue chip companies and thereafter create huge amount of wealth. So that is all about like start investing. So remember one thing, start early, compound your money and just compound your wealth. How you can do? To do that one, you have to put your money in equity. There is one and only option. You can put your 90 or 82 or 70 to 80% of your money in equity, 10% in fixed deposit or bond market, and 10 to 5% in the crypto market. So that your wealth will get compound every year. Remember that thing. So the fifth mistake every middle class do, basically buying a big house. So the trend in case of middle class, what happened actually, once a person is getting job at the age of 25, at the age of 27 or 26, the pressure will come from the family. You have already started earning something, just put the money and purchase a house so that you can stay. So the problem what happened actually, at the young age, once you put all your money in the house, so entire your wealth you are putting in one area. If something happened to that property or house, then you will be come to the road because you don't have anything to do. Second thing, at the young age, you should explore every area. You should go to Bangalore, you should go to Mumbai, you should go to Dubai, you should go to anywhere, wherever you are getting the opportunity. So that you can learn many things, you can earn good amount of money. So you should not stick to a particular place like where you have a house, because you are staying here because you have a house or you have purchased a house. Third thing, if you are staying in metro cities, you know how difficult it is like traveling from one place to another place. So if you are purchasing your own house in case of metro city, then what will happen actually? It will be, you have to spend hell lot of time in the transportation or energy, money, everything. To avoid that one, what you have to do actually, you should not purchase a house actually. Fourth thing, what will happen actually, in case of house, if you are putting the money, 1 crore rupees in your house, so it may not compound your wealth. The 1 crore may not happen like, or may not become 5 crores, because already the house price is already in the skyrocket, like already everything is inflated. How much the increase or increment will happen? If the increment is happening also, how much buyers will come to purchase the property? So you have to like understand all these things. Just postpone. I'm not telling you should not own your house. Definitely you should own your house, but understand everything and accordingly decide. When you are actually eligible, when you are like thinking you have enough amount of capital or enough amount of money, at that time you can like purchase a house. So don't purchase the house like as early as possible or as young as possible. Don't do that one. Just avoid that one. Instead of doing that one, you can put the money in good equity or good companies that will compound your wealth. So remember one thing. So like house is poor, basically why I'm telling. If you put the money or if you start purchase, or if you purchase the house at the age of 24, 25 and you're putting all of your money in a house, there is no doubt it will make you poor. There is no doubt at all. Second thing, what will happen actually, this is basically, it will increase your lifestyle investment. Basically, if at the age of 25 you are earning some 50-60,000 and you have taken a loan of like 50-60 lakhs to purchase a house, every month you are paying the rent, you have to pay the maintenance, unnecessarily it will increase the lifestyle inflation. So please avoid that one. Please don't purchase the house. Just postpone whenever you are thinking you have enough capital. Thereafter you go for diversification purpose, you can purchase a house. So thank you so much for watching. So please subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.